Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Happy Wednesday, children of the lawn.
Anything goes, children. Anything goes. I just want to hear Booker's riff. Booker plays a riff in this song that is so frickin' cool.
Booker's cool. I don't think we've said children so many times in our whole life.
No.
What happened to my thing?
It'll come back. That.
Great Peas track, Pat Romano says. Yes, you can see it's one of the past D's called Step Outside. So, Steve, you played the drums.
Yeah, that's what I'll tell you.
Explain
Hang
to
on,
the children.
let me get the children in the room here.
Children, gather around for a story from
Here we
Papa.
go. Yeah, right. Pull up your lawn chairs.
Pull up your lawn chair.
And you will hear
Get out your drinks.
the midnight bullshit from my mouth to your ear. Oh, children.
Oh, Tom Heinrich, killer track.
Oh, that's a good, right. I mean, okay.
It is, right, Tom?
So, it really,
Richard Wing. Great rock fusion, cool synthesizers, and great bass player. That's Booker King.
That's Booker King.
He's
man.
on every Friday.
The one and only. Now, I'll tell you how that happened. I got an idea. I like to jam. I like to just play. And, with no roadmap. I mean, maybe, you want to change keys, whatever. You want to change time. I like free-form music. But whenever, not just garbage, but when everybody's listening to each other and it all is working that way. So I decided, since I'm in no jeopardy of jamming with anybody anytime soon, that I would record some drum tracks. And that particular track I recorded, and I sent it to Booker. And Booker sent it back with a bass part that was so cool that I went in and re-recorded the drums to what he played. Okay, so you got Steve's original track, Booker's track, and Steve's track to Booker's track. So there's some really push and pull in there.
Uh-oh, Pat almost spilled Gail's drink dancing.
Damn. And then we sent it to Ron Thompson.
Who's Booker's friend?
Who's a keyboard player. He was playing all the synthesizers, and I did the horn parts with samples, Uptown horns. You can replace those parts anytime. What's that?
When did Tony get it?
Tony got it last.
Oh,
Tony got it after Ron got it.
That was in the very beginning of
Yeah.
the makings of this show.
Yeah, that was, and man, that was...
When nobody was working. Everybody was home and locked down.
So that's what that was.
And the musicians needed to play.
Yeah, I definitely needed to play.
And
when I heard Booker's track come back, I said, whoa, wait a minute. And I went back in. And it's, and that's as close to jamming as you're going to get, because nobody can change what I played, and then so on and so forth. And so that's what that was. And I thought I would change the game a little bit instead of playing you all this older stuff, older songs.
Yes, well, Richard Wing says improvising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Or cyber jam.
And the thing about it is, I remember jamming with Jack Bruce, the first time I ever jammed with Jack Bruce. And we were actually doing Sunshine of Your Love. It was at a rock and roll fantasy camp, and they had all the counselors, all the celebrity counselors were going to jam, and Jack was up there, and he decides he's going to play Sunshine of Your Love. He doesn't look at anybody. Sunshine, if you don't know the key, or you don't know the song, or you don't know whatever, get the out
It's
of the
like
way.
playing with Leslie.
Yeah, only Welsh. So at the end, did the run out of, when it's I start doing what I always did in Rat Race or any other band that I ever played it in, because once you're done with the song, you're just going to hang on that chord. You could play all over the place. So I could play with the bass player, I play with the guitar player, and Jack picked up on it right away. turned around and looked at me as I was playing and went. And that's when you know somebody's listening. And that's when they know you're listening. So,
I
anyway.
hope Ribby has a leash on. He's kind of way out in.
He's floating.
Off of the ship.
He's floating.
There.
He's out there floating.
Okay.
Has a leash on.
Well,
He's
I don't want him to
he's
float
got
away
pink-
from your ship.
He's got the pink jet propulsion, don't you remember?
That's right.
Okay, so anyway.
Okay, so that was a great pass the peas.
Yeah, that was a good pass the peas. That's called Step Outside.
Yeah, and that's like the best one. That and the Steve Stevens one.
Well, I know the one that Wade played on was pretty freaking cool too.
I thought that was the Steve. Oh no, Steve played
No,
everything
Steve
except
Stevens
drums.
played everything on his. Well, maybe we'll do those for the rest of the week.
There you go. We'll pass the peas.
The 3 Ps that have been passed back. So okay, and now this was a tricky request, the funky request.
Yeah, that was
Who made the funky
Sue.
request?
Sue wanted some
funk.
music.
Now, I mean, without going deep into the archives and getting some of the actual funk that we used to play, I know of a song that's sort of funky, and but you'll have to look at pictures because I don't have a video of it. I don't think we were recording videos back when we were doing this. This is 85. So I hope this counts as funk. If I have to start it over, I will. But
why would you have to start?
well, because I don't know how it's set up in the frame.
You mean it might cut off in the middle of the song?
No, I don't mean that.
Okay,
Anyway,
well let's hear what you got.
Let's see how we go here. Hold on. No, that's too big.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Hang on. That's pictures. Where? Oh, is that just the pictures?
Why don't you start out with a
Wait
different
a minute.
one?
No, this was a good one. This was the one. Oh, is this here? Yeah, here we go. Okay, sorry. And I see why it's not playing. That's all right. We're going to get this together. This is on the fly. Boy, I'll tell you what, if I was doing this 2 years ago, I'd be sweating and choking and going nuts.
That's right.
Okay, so.
And he's flying that
now watch this. We're gonna
spacecraft.
stop
cool
this.
As a cucumber now.
We're gonna stop this. We're gonna assign it an audio out.
And how about Jimmy Ryan last night?
Wow! I mean, we got to get to part 3. That's
and we found some stuff out now.
Yeah. Okay. So.
We did.
So here we go. Let me read. Hey, nice.
The Sly
nice
Stone
brassiere.
story.
Okay.
And the guy ended up getting a gig playing drums for Sly.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
Really?
Sue, this is for you.
Yeah,
Some
this is
funky
for you.
music.
All right. So wait.
Play
I'm
some funky music.
I'm gonna get out of this
boy.
and then go right back. I'm getting out and now I'm going back. And hey, there you are. Here we go.
Okay.
Please work. No?
Well, you've done it now. Mark Visconti couldn't wait to write. Call Randy!
No. No.
I know,
What the
Mark.
fuck's
Why don't
going
you
on?
call Randy and you ask him how to
It says
fix it?
monitor and output. I don't understand what's going on here. You should be hearing this. I know you should be.
Oh.
This sucks. Wait. All right. So that's ha ha.
See, I just called Randy and
Here we go. All right.
All I wanna do when I wake up in the morning is see your eyes. Roseanne, Roseanne, never thought that a girl like you would give me. Roseanne, all I wanna do in the middle of the evening is hold you tight. Roseanne, Roseanne. Never knew that you were looking for more than I could ever be. face still shines, you know you're the same. Roseanne, Roseanne, never thought that a girl like you could make me feel so sad. Rosanna. Oh, to you, never have to compromise. Rosanna, Rosanna, never let you never hurt so bad. Crying since you went away. Rosanna, yeah, 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 yeah. Now she's gone and I am the same. I meet you on the way. I meet you on the way. Rosanna, yeah. I meet you on the way. I meet you on the way. Rosanna, yeah. Oh, yeah. Since you went away. What is it? Rosanna, yeah. Now she's gone and I am the same. I meet you all the way, girl. I meet you all the way. Rosanna, yeah. I meet you all the way. I meet you all the way. Rosanna, yeah. I meet you all the way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I meet you all the way. Rosanna, yeah. I meet you all the way. I meet you all the way. Rosanna, yeah. Oh,
Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes.
Rosanna.
Oh, thank you, guys. Yeah. And by the way, those were a lot of pictures of Larry. A couple of, one or two of Bob Catapano, Bob Mayo. But that was actually Jack Hotop playing the keyboards on that one. That was 1985. Maybe Speaks. I don't know.
Yeah, he sounded great too.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, when we were, yeah. And that stuff was all fun to play. It was all challenging, and it was all different because it's so, I mean, at least for me, that drum beat is so different than any of the other stuff that I play. It's got, got all those ghost notes in it and stuff. It's cool. Fun song to play.
What's a ghost note?
The little, that little drags, and the notes that I play that aren't real loud? What's a ghost note? It's this.
Never heard that.
It's this. Like.
Ah. Whoa.
Oh, there
Don't
you go.
break Gail's teacup.
No, it's
Pat Romano
that.
said, was that 85?
Yeah.
Yes, Pat, 85. Good one. And he said he saw you guys do that at Cheers in Deer Park.
Maybe that's what it was.
And
I
it was
could have been.
Steve, Dave, Mark, and Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's
Me,
who it was.
Dave, Mark, and
Sue said,
Jack.
good choice. So you filled the funky.
So
bit.
that's the funk. We got the funk.
And Kitty said, good choice.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's as close as I can get, I'm
Now,
sure.
Kitty, we think that you're an Entwistle person because you have asked for Entwistle before.
So I forgot what I got.
I know we have our Robin Zander people. We have the crossover Rat Race Robin Zander people. We have just the Rat Race people.
Well, I like to think that they're music lovers.
We have Pat Romano, who I think he likes the Leslie, the Rat Race, the
Oh,
Robin Zander, and the Rat Race Choir.
Speaking of which, well, you said,
And the Entwistle.
speaking of Pat Romano,
Frank
Warwick,
Sweeney.
Warwick, Rhode Island. That was Mark Clark playing bass.
Oh, who? Do they know what you're talking about?
No, I'm talking to Pat. It's
okay.
sign language.
Okay.
And I need to know how you got the English shows. What? I need to know
Well,
how
you
you
think
got those English shows.
Richie was playing somewhere too, but most of it was in England with what's his name?
With
Randy Coven.
Yeah, Randy Coven.
On bass. So it was Steve, Leslie, and a plethora of bass players. Right?
Well, no, that was just the
Mark Clark.
The UK stuff was, I think, all Randy Coven, and the one show from Warwick was Mark Clark.
Oh, and
And
then
boy,
the
was
rest
that-
was Randy Coven.
Yeah, didn't I say that? England was Randy Coven, and Sweden was Randy Coven. No?
Right. One of those songs was from Sweden? That he sent you? How did you get that? That's all on a bootleg somewhere?
Yeah, I don't know, Pat.
Pat?
You want to chime in? How'd you get that?
Pat, how'd you get that?
I don't care. I know Leslie would. It's the first thing I remember him being paranoid about was bootlegs.
Yeah, he wouldn't let anybody record, whereas John welcomed it. I guess Leslie thought he would miss out on making money.
Well, yeah, that's usually the reason for that kind of thing. But
Yeah,
wait, listen,
but
you
you
know,
know what?
he has a right to protect his stuff. I don't
He's
think.
winking. He's not going to tell you how he got it. All right, you'll have to DM him and let him know.
Oh yeah, you have to, yeah.
Yeah. So there's that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but that was great that you sent him that.
Yeah, it
stuff.
was cool, man. I mean, I was, especially when I heard Clarky singing the Western. Well, let me see how quick I can dial this up. I know it's not on our playlist, but why not?
Right, anything goes.
That's right. Anything goes, biatches.
Wednesday, including
Oh,
me.
here
I
we
might
go.
just leave tonight.
What?
Anything goes.
You're going to leave?
Yeah. Oh, Pat says he has thousands of live shows. Well, we know you weren't in England and
He might have
Sweden.
been. He might have been. Although if you were and you didn't come up and say hello,
Well, you had Dean on that tour because you were. There's
Yeah.
a picture of you and Dean.
that's right at the what do you call it?
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge.
Pat says,
Okay.
if I have it, it's yours, Steve.
Thanks, bud. I appreciate it.
And
Let's
Richard
see.
says, bootlegs popularize your band. I think they do, Richard.
I agree. Well, here, this is. I mean, I'm not going to play you the whole thing, but I'll play you part of it because that's what we do on Wednesday, right? If you were at my house, this is exactly what would be happening. So it is.
Well, that's funny because Gail just says, when are the people of the lawn coming to your house?
You're already here.
You're here right now.
You're already here. All right, so let me get my airdrop working here. Sending it to Steve's Mac.
You would think we were like social and
We're not social.
we're not social at
no,
all.
No.
We
We
don't
are
even have
so
Dr.
not.
Larry over.
Yeah, yeah.
And he lives here.
Yeah, and he's my best friend in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now let's see. How will I play this for you? Well, I guess I could just play it. Let's see if it plays like this.
Oh.
Can you hear that? Is that playing for you guys? Anybody?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. this could take a week before he starts the song, so let me try and go through it a
They
little.
don't want to hear feedback. I don't want to hear feedback. And this fucking guitar don't want to hear feedback.
That's Leslie.
God, the tone.
Well, his guitar does not want to hear feedback.
Nobody's guitar wants to hear feedback.
And nobody else wants to hear it either. And where's this, England?
No, this is Warwick, Rhode Island,
Oh, with
December
Mark Clark?
1998. Yeah, Clarky, I just love listening to him sing this.
So Mark Clark is singing this.
Well, I don't know if Leslie starts it out. I know Clarky sings the B section. Sorry, I'm interrupting Leslie. He should have kept this band together, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, but Clarky had to go play with
Well,
Uriah Heep.
even me, Dave, and Leslie was the best version, post Mountain version I heard. No disrespect to Richie or anybody else, but
Yeah, but Leslie had a thing about people
I
having
know.
to have a look.
yeah, he was about the look.
He was more about the look than the talent.
All right, I need to get to Clarky's part here.
Okay, well, you know what? I'll tell you. I'll read you something
Wait,
while you're
here
waiting to
we
get
go.
there, if you'd like.
Huh?
Frank Feeney says there was a store on Post Road in White Plains that sold bootleg albums in the 70s.
Yeah,
You know that store?
yeah. That was that Hunt's Music?
Was that Hunt's Music, Frank? Find out.
Well, don't worry.
Pat Romano, Tone Kong, aka Leslie West. Tone Kong?
Oh man, here we go.
Harvey Sound. Harvey Sound.
Oh, Harvey, yes. Clarky. Anyway, I can't resist. Leslie's, he's great. Anyway, that wasn't even one of my planned songs, but I received that from an
Well,
anonymous.
Frank says Stevie is getting goosebumps. Were
Frank-
you getting goosebumps, Stevie?
Who's what? Get what?
Frank said Stevie's getting goosebumps. Were you getting goosebumps?
Nah, not goosebumps, man. It's just, I'll tell you what, we were talking about it the other day, and a lot of guys that I've had on the show are not the original guys from the bands that they play with, but it blows your mind when you're actually in the band that you were like listening to as a kid. I mean, come on. It's amazing when that shit happens. So,
and that's what Leslie you would listen to every morning before school to wake you up.
Yeah, and it still works.
And Roger Chaffee loves the fills you did in that tune.
Yeah, thanks. Leslie was, he gave me a lot of latitude, man. He let me play, because I'm about that, you know what I mean? And you can't overplay in Leslie's stuff unless you're doing Crossroads, and then everybody just goes nuts, which we did that too. But that's a gift, man, you know?
Well, Laurie Richardson said, great song, great sound.
Yeah. Well, that was,
As
Leslie
I
never
remember,
sounded bad. Yeah.
Warwick, Rhode Island is where Leslie had some kind of meltdown in that club before y'all even played? At
Oh yes, at the
Soundcheck?
Channel, but that wasn't
Oh,
the Channel.
The Channel. Oh, that was Boston.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, Rhode Island. This was your think. Oh well, it'd be hard to guess the venue by Leslie having a meltdown. Well, let's see. America.
Florida, he had a meltdown when he
Oh God!
knocked
he
all
did
your
have a
drums
meltdown.
over.
Yeah,
in the
but I mean,
second
you know,
song.
in fairness to Leslie, man, you know, he's been through some rough stuff. A lot of it, obviously, he brought on himself. But you know, health and all that. It's you know.
I think people could feel something with you watching that because Silvio Anella says,
Mhm.
Steve, watching you while you were playing that is. Watching you, Steve, while that is playing is priceless.
Well, thank you. I mean, the truth is, I loved playing those songs with him, especially when we sounded good. There were times. It's very funny. I was listening to something on one of those tracks from one of those shows, and we were doing Nantucket Sleigh Ride, and I could tell Leslie couldn't remember the second verse or whatever verse it was, and he kept going around the riff, and he would step up to the mic, and you could see it. He had this look in his eyes, like, what the? And I'm doing this between Bob, hoping that he will say in his own mind, 3 years sailing on bended, but
Thank
no
you,
such
Mousy.
luck. No such luck. Oh, the Mousy-owski.
A little black Gumby.
I got Black Gumby right
Is he
there.
on the ship? Where is he?
There is Black Gumby for you. Thank you. So,
Oh, you're gonna have to play Mousy. Your Pass the Peas.
play my Pass a Piece for Mousy. Did she not
Yeah.
hear it?
No, she just got in the room.
Well, I would have to play Pass a Piece again.
You know, Mousy has a life. She's a
How
mother.
dare she? How dare she?
She's got a husband. She works as a nurse. She
Would
works
anybody
as-
mind if I play Pass the Peas for?
Well, you got to set it up for her now.
All right. Well, wait. I gotta do special stuff.
Okay, Mousy, I'll start to set it up.
Yeah, she'll start to set it up.
When Steve first started doing this show, he was doing it alone, actually, without me, just telling stories and jokes about on the road. But he felt like, you know, he needed someone to bounce off of.
Because it sucked doing it by myself.
Yeah, so then Randy Jackson actually is the one that said, Steve, you need to interview people because you're really good at talking to people and telling stories. You need to, like, have somebody on. So Steve said, that's a great idea, but I don't want to have any, like, big celebrities on. I want to have all the people that make the show happen, that don't go on Jimmy Fallon. I want those people on.
Well,
And
everybody
so-
else. I wanted everybody else. I
That's
mean,
right.
you've heard. Hang on. I
That,
gotta
they
stop
needed
this.
their, you know, glory too. So he said this was during the pandemic in lockdown when nobody was going anywhere, nobody was playing, so
No,
there
what's
was
that about?
musicians galore,
Crazy.
and they were like, "Yeah, I'll come on the show." So Steve thought, "I miss jamming."
Steve is losing his mind
So
over here.
he said, I'm going to do something called Pass the Peas. And I'm going to play a drum part. And if I have someone come on, I'm going to send it to them and have them play a bass part to it. And then have them send it to somebody and them have a keyboard part. And then they send it to a guitar player to do a guitar
And by the
part.
time it gets back to me,
It's
it's everybody's version of what they should play to the
Right.
guys that came before them.
Now, we did not know Booker like we
Yeah, I
do
didn't know
now.
Booker, but
we
I
had him on the show once, and Steve said, Booker,
I did a track. I did a
Right.
drum track. I sent it to him.
you
he
take
played,
it from here, and
he
you
played
tell
such
Mousy.
amazing bass on it that I went and re-recorded the drum track to his bass, sent it back to him. He sent it to his buddy Ron. Ron did some keyboards and B3 and piano. And then it was sent to Tony Bruno, and Tony played the guitar. So all right, so here we go. This
So Booker King on bass, Tony Bruno.
is Ron Thompson on keys, Tony Bruno on guitars.
Thank you, Lori.
Oh, you just rock, don't you?
Yes, and then they sent it to Tony Bruno, and this is how it ended up.
Okay, and here it comes. Are we ready? The
We are
peas
ready.
about to be passed.
Here you go, Mousy.
Here you go. No bad false start.
And I said, thanks, Lori, right?
Booker! Tony Bruno.
Yeah. And
Well,
that's how Stevie passed the piece
That's how we pass the peas. Now,
to Booker. And we didn't know Booker.
let me tell you an exciting fact. Tony Bruno, I've known
Well, he was coming to
for
see
40.
rappers.
I've known Tony Bruno for about 40 years or so. Same as most of us from back in the day. And I haven't seen Tony or been in the same room with him in 40 years. Now, Booker, I've never been in the same room with. And as I told Booker, I don't even know what color Ron is, the keyboard player.
That's Booker's friend.
That's passing the peas, man.
Yeah. Steve said, "You know any keyboard players?" He said, "Yeah, I got the right guy.
I got the right guy for
He's
this
a
track."
teacher, a professor now or something."
So, I mean,
And then they
That's-
sent it to Tony Bruno.
then
and
we sent
he-
it to Tony, and he just
put the
crushed
cherry
those
on
leads.
top.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, that's
Okay, so you get
That's
some
what we
comments.
do.
You want to hear what they are?
what? Oh, I have comments.
Okay.
Yes, certainly.
Very nice guitar playing also.
He's amazing.
Red Dog, who, his name is Jeff, by the way.
Jeff is Red Dog.
Mousy, holy shit, that is awesome. Like Dixie Dregs meets P-Funk. Love it.
P Dregs.
The brass is very cool, says Richard. Now that was
Thank you. That was actually
Steve
me
on
playing the
keyboards.
samples. I have it's I
In the
have
studio.
stuff that does that.
Tim
And,
McCullen. Wow.
Yeah, it's a great track.
Let's see. Mousy. Damn, son. That is pure fire. And she gave you 5 flames.
And if you had any idea how badly I would like to get the Uptown Horns, Booker, Ron, Tony, and
There's more comments.
go out and play that, man.
Okay, Richard Wing. Insane. Ha 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 ha.
Thank you.
Mousy. Whoa. Tim McCullen. Damn great. Frank Feeney. Wow! Silvio Anello. Wow, nice. Pat Romano. Fucking great song.
Yeah, great.
Red Dog. Is there other material? Richard Wing.
Yeah, well,
guitar.
you want to hear another one? Is that what you're saying?
Mousy, fantastic. That's what music is meant.
I heard that with my
Sue,
bad ear.
great
Okay, kids,
song.
no, listen. If this is where
All
we're
right.
going,
So y'all
it's,
got that was like almost 2 years ago.
okay. It's
Because we had Booker on as a guest. And you passed, you said,
Yes.
I'm going to pass you some peas.
Yeah.
And he came back the next day.
with the peas
the
passed.
Yeah, he passed them
Okay,
back
here's
the
final
next day.
drums. This one, all right. This is
Oh, Danny Hausler says definitely another. Or he says
okay. So definitely another. All right. So I
Oh,
got.
Frank Feeney, play it again.
Well, wait a minute. Final drums.
Well, we
new
could play it
final
again.
drums.
Anything goes.
All faders up. No mix. Watt's newest. I think it was Watt's newest. But we'll try this. We'll try this one. Here you go.
He started the show out with this before the show started, so
Yeah.
some of you didn't hear it.
If this was the wrong one, I'll stop it and I'll play it again.
What
But
is
this
this
is
one?
another one. This is Wade Preston and Tony again. I think this is actually Angus playing bass on this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then we have one with
So-
Steve Stevens.
Yeah, I'll play that one too.
Yeah, we had 3
All right.
good P songs.
So here we go. I just got to see what. Oh, yeah, this is it. Okay. Sorry. Here we go. And a 1 and a 2. This has a really cool part in the middle of it. I'll shut my mic off so you can listen. Audio now?
They're still getting the sound, and I don't hear any audio.
Yeah, there is that.
Okay, got it.
You got it?
Gotta start it up.
Okay. Let's try it again. Once more with feeling.
Yeah, that's a good shit. Somebody said, you're fucking it up tonight.
Hey, listen, this is on the fly. All right, here you go. Oh, well, okay. Oh, G. comes the Downton Abbey part. Was a good idea. Wait. Ouch.
Yes.
Wow. Well, Wellington.
Now, Wade, for those of you who don't remember watching Wade on here, is an amazing keyboard player who played Billy Joel's part on Broadway.
Yeah, moving out.
Moving out, and he was handpicked by Billy Joel. And he used to be in here every Friday night.
Yeah, he
used
was
to
our
play for
musical
all.
director for a while. He used to play us out on Fridays. We love Wade. We
Yep.
miss him, I mean, he's using a real B3 on that. That's, you can hear that Leslie winding up, and the thing about Wade is usually guys are like really good at, playing a grand piano, which is weighted keys, 88 keyboards, or they're really good at playing a B3. He has it all down. So.
Yeah, he is. He's amazing. And he plays a lot of private parties for big bucks.
He's great, man. I mean,
And
and
that's
that's,
why we haven't seen him
I would have
much.
never met Wade if it wasn't for this show and doing
Yep.
all the things.
Actually,
and
Roger Chaffee.
yeah, it's amazing the connections.
Roger
And
Chaffee
then-
is his good friend. And you guys see Roger in here all the time,
Yeah.
Children of the Lawn.
And, then you become the best of friends, and it's just,
And
it's a beautiful
you've never
thing.
met any of these people in real life except, I guess,
Only Tony.
Bruno.
I've never been in the same room
And
with
Steve
Angus.
Stevens, and that's who's coming up next.
Right. Oh, Steve Stevens. You want
Okay,
me to
so
play?
set this one up.
Okay, so
This
so I had Steve on the show, and I told him about it. Now I know
guitar
Steve.
player for Billy Idol.
Steve wrote half of all those songs, or
Yep.
maybe not all of them, because he came in after Idol's first album was out. But Generation X,
But when he was on the show, he was telling us how he was a prog guy.
yeah, and so I'm
And he
thinking to myself, a prog guy?
Tried to
Wow.
get Billy to be a little less punk.
A little less punky, yeah. So, and he won a what was it? A Grammy for the the original Top Gun, the guitar solo. That's Steve.
Yep, and he played on Billie Jean for
Played
Michael
no,
Jackson?
Dirty Diana.
Dirty Diana, guitar part on that. So Steve was on the show.
So,
and
so I had him on the show, and I mean, and he was, let me tell you what, the guys like Steve and like anybody that's been on this show that knows, anything about my history, it's all about, just.
Well, he gave you a huge compliment. He said he was in a band, one hand clap, when he was like 15, 16. And he said, and the drummer said, I'm going to take you to see a band tonight that I want to model our band after. And he took him to Speaks to see Rat Race Choir. And he said to Steve, now let me tell you, I had been to see ELP. I had been to see Gentle Giant. He said, I had been to huge concerts. And he said, but you guys blew me away.
Yeah, he said, this is
Big props.
what it's supposed to be.
This
yeah.
is what it's supposed to be.
And, listen, he's
So,
not. Well,
Steve
anyway.
sent him a drum track and said, play a guitar track on it. I'm passing you some P's. But Steve decided he would play.
Yeah.
Not my Steve. Steve Stevens.
Yeah.
Decided he would not only play guitar, but he would play all the rest of the tracks.
So that makes this Steve squared. Yeah.
But it's too cool to be square.
Check it out.
Okay. What's the name of this one?
I don't know. Steve
Squared.
Is it up? Is it playing? He sent this to me the next day, guys. The out is pretty cool. This is cool. This is next section. Cool. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Stevens, man.
He's a
He's
musical
amazing.
genius, I would say.
Yeah.
And he
And
sent it back the next day.
yeah, sent it back the next
And
day.
we thought, oh, let's see what guitar part he
Oh, I
did.
can't wait to see
Meanwhile,
what he did.
He
And
finished
it was like,
the song. Frank Feedy says it's a driving down the highway song.
it is a driving down the highway song. It's driving down some kind of highway.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, man. And, you know, that's when, I mean, I love that. I love that we can do that. I love that we can do it together. I love that, you know, the exchange. It's just.
Red Dog, wait, love it. Two Steves on drums and guitar.
Right.
Who was bassist on this track?
That was Steve as well.
you
Steve
weren't
Stevens.
listening, Red Dog.
Yeah.
Steve Stevens did
Play-
everything.
I
but
just
play
played
drums.
Steve Stevens did the guitar, the pads, those pad sounds,
Yes.
and then the bass. And he was playing. If you listen to that bass part, brother can play some bass, man.
Yeah,
So
he played everything but drums.
yeah, and that was, and I'm telling you, sent it back to me the next day. My mind was just fried.
So yeah,
But that's what happens when that's
the musical juices start
yeah.
flowing.
I mean, it's there's
Mousie's so cool, she says.
there's nothing like being in a musical situation that allows you to create something like that. Nothing, nothing even comes close. It's I don't know.
Okay, they wanted to hear the one with Booker again.
Really,
Yeah.
the original one. With
All
Booker?
right, you ready for the one with Booker?
I don't think I can do that. Where's
You,
that? That's
Booker,
here.
Ron Thompson, and Tony Bruno. This was the first Pass the Peas
Get back.
ever.
Yeah, this was the first pass the
Booker.
piece. Called Step Outside, by the way.
Yeah.
Let me see. Do I have this right? I think I do. I feel like a DJ.
And
I
they
should go out
said,
and do a line.
Pass the Peas should be shared.
I agree. The piece should be passed all over the place.
Pat Romano, Pass the Peas was an amazing idea and should be shared.
Yeah, it was fun. It is fun. Okay, what do we do?
Maybe funky for you, Sue.
Yeah, this is funky.
country.
Man, those boys can play. Yeah, thank you. That was, man. I'm glad you enjoyed that. And there's so many more of those tracks that I'm still waiting. I mean, I've got an album's worth of those from people, and I actually sent some of those tracks to guys to sing on, and
Okay, we got some comments.
we got
Mousy, so effing tasty. It's real goddamn music. What a treat.
Thank you.
Kitty, the more I hear it, the more awesome it is. Michael Newton, like 10 hand claps. Frank Feeney, in all capital letters. Damn! Red Dog Jeff, not sure if millennials could handle that. Well,
Not sure we
you
can.
don't know. You never know.
You do never know. I mean, I'll tell you what. I look at the world that we're in, and without going there, I think it's I think it's the youngest generation that's coming up that's going to figure it all out and
Yeah,
save
but those
everything.
are not millennials.
No, I know. They're
Gen A's, I think they're calling them now.
Gen A's.
Yeah, they're starting back.
That sounds
They're
like
at Gen
Forrest Gump. Gen
Pat
A.
Romano, CD, album,
Yeah, well, believe it or not, I already talked to my label about it.
vinyl.
Believe me, I talked to my label about it already.
That's
it's,
right.
It's just,
Charlie
and
Calv.
the thing about that is, let me see if let me just, since we're, it's just you and me.
Now we say an 8-track. We're just gonna laugh at that one.
Here, let me, you
Although,
see, they never heard this one.
What?
This one.
Jason Draven has an 8-track.
Does he?
Yes, he does. Who's this? You gotta say who it is.
Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Sorry.
We don't know who it is.
It's me. This is mine.
Oh, just you? No
Yeah.
keys?
No, this is no keys. No, I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, wait, okay.
That was
Frank
just me.
Feeney.
That was just me.
I
and
love Janae. Pat Romano, Flack, Wave, cassette. He wants it out in every format.
believe me, I'm all about
Are
it.
you going to play them all at once in every format?
He will. I know Pat. He'll pull that off.
Oh!
What?
Guess what? It's 8 o'clock.
Oh,
That hour
no.
flew, and it was fun.
Wow, it was fun, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I really am. I play that stuff for you anytime. I'm very proud of all that music. What can I say? I'm looking through my tracks now and trying to figure out what to play. And this will be interesting. I'll show you
Laurie
something.
Richardson had a comeback for Pat.
And
Reel to reel.
oh, reel to reel.
Yeah, she found one that he did. Thank you, Lori.
Oh, yes, indeedy duty. What happened to my thing here? There we go. There they are.
And now we've Pat. Cereal box flexi disc.
Now I will play you something very cool. I don't know. Do you remember? We still have time. We're over.
Kidding. Great
I'm just going to
fun
play
music.
you.
Awesome music.
Just
great
going to play you a
teamwork.
second of this, okay?
What do it be?
It's actually Here Comes the Sun, and I'm really only going to play you a couple seconds of this so you get the whole feeling of it. Because since we're having a party at my house, and
You played it the other night.
yeah, but no, I played the end of the final version of it.
Okay.
Okay, so let me see which version of it this is.
They're all fired up over the
Yeah.
peas. though.
Little darling.
No, that's not it.
No.
Nope.
And you
That's
know,
not
our children go to bed pretty early.
All right. Well, they're gonna want to. They're gonna. You remember how I told you I had to do "Here Comes the Sun" for the George Harrison album with John on bass and blah 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 blah. And John died, which made it tough to do. So I
like the one you did with Mark Ford from the Black Crows.
I mean mine. Yeah, that was good.
That band drove into New York City on their tour bus. They had been up
Wow, they
all
did.
night, still drinking.
Still drinking Southern Comfort at
One of them
9
was,
o'clock in the morning.
One of the Allman Brothers.
Barry
sons,
Oakley Jr.
Barry Oakley Jr. and Mark Ford from Black Crows, and they did "I Me Mine."
I mean mine. Yeah, you know
And
what?
it's
Next
great.
time I'll see if I can get that. But
And it's got like a real honky tonk sounding piano in it. I
So
love that one.
I'm just trying to find one of these tracks so you can hear how. Okay, let's see what this is.
Sue says it's midnight for her. She doesn't go to bed till midnight.
This is me and Booker.
Frank says the peas must be fast.
The peas are here's some more peas.
More peas. Stephen Booker.
All right, so you got that, but check this. Is this what I think it is?
Oh God, he's like a sugared up kid
Oh
now,
yeah, I'm
guys.
running around the room. Booker's bass part, just insane. Anyway, I could go all night.
Kitty said that was a tease.
Yeah, that was a tease.
Well,
you
but
know,
the rest of the show was not.
yeah, and I didn't even
And
get
you
to
got-
play.
You know what?
I just want to see if it's.
Guys,
I just want to see
we're
if it's
here
there.
again next Wednesday.
Oh no, not that, not that. Wait, I want to see if it's here. Here it is. Is this it? Oh no, this is. Didn't somebody want the flame?
Yeah, somebody wanted to flame. Somebody wanted to hit so bad live. Frank Feedy says, "May the funk be with you."
Oh, the funk, man. The funk is always with me. I love the funk.
Mousy says, "Great show, thanks, Mousy."
Thank you,
and there's
Mousy.
a black Gumby.
Here's
Where
Black.
is he?
Black Gummy's
He's
right here.
right there for
He's
you
right here for
in this
you.
spaceship.
I'll put him up here. Hi,
He's
Mousy.
right below me. He's directly below the
Well, here he
person
is. I'll
wearing
put him
the
over here
red.
where he can be seen. There he is. He's right there for you.
And we're glad you come in, Mousy.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Even if I can't see you.
Oh man! After Friday night, when you were so shocked with all of the black Gumbies, we had to go back and watch it again because it made us so happy to see how happy it made you.
True story. That's
My
the
head is
truth.
gonna explode.
That's the truth. That was
First
funny.
she goes, "Black Gumby, my head is going to explode. This is the best gift ever."
Well, it's certainly close. I'm working on the next one,
Yeah,
kid. So
we're
there
gonna
you go.
get some peas out in the world.
Yeah, I got to get there. I got
Now,
peas, I
when
got-
you see Booker on Friday, you
Yeah.
can tell him you heard some peas.
Man of Funk.
Booker's he's great.
He's a
and you and
bad-
him like hit it right off.
And we did, but we hit it off musically. And when
That's
you
what I
when
mean.
when you find somebody's groove like that, or they find yours, man, it's just like, let's keep doing this.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
Yeah, but then people started getting gigs and nobody passed any peas back, so we just dropped the peas.
we dropped the peas.
We dropped the peas all over the floor.
We made pea soup. What
All
do you
right,
got?
tomorrow night we have Dale Crevens from Tech 21.
Now, Tech 21.
It's not a band.
It's not a band. It's an electronic.
Mousy says, "More peas, please."
I got more peas for you, Mouse. Well, Mousy would. I wonder if does she know her? Crevens from
It's Dale Crevens. I
Mousy.
don't know.
Do you know
Mousy,
Dale
do you know
Crevens
Dale
from
Crevens?
Tech 21?
She's blonde.
Well, she's on the show tomorrow, so So it'll be all Nam stuff. It's gonna be like Nam show tomorrow. And
Okay, we'll find some more peas.
Yeah, I'll find some more peas for you. Well, I know where they are.
But not a lot of people, I'm telling you, passed them back.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing.
Booker
But
and Tony Bruno and
Tony passed
Wade.
double peas.
Wade passed.
Booker, passed.
a
Yeah.
couple of bowls of peas.
Yeah, we got about a half album's worth of peas just from those guys from that little group.
Yeah, and the Steve Stevens one. Yeah. But
fun.
there you go.
Making music with my
Oh,
friends.
she knows of Dale, but she's never met her. Okay, well,
Oh, okay.
we got her on tomorrow night.
Yeah, she's on tomorrow night.
So,
So
with
if I don't
that,
if I don't see you in the future, I'll see you in the pasture.
with Black Gumby.
Black Gumby!
Good night, everybody.
Good night.